Hello, Pisces, and welcome to Flourishing Mystic. Thank you so much for being here. In this reading, we will be tapping into what your spirit guides want to tell you at this particular time of your life. So if you feel like you've been a little bit busy or tuned out or not tapped in, then this reading could be for you. If you've been tuning into what your spirit guides have to say, then this could come in as validation for you. So let's get right into it, starting with the Astro cards. And I will just straight channel the messages from your spirit guides in the best way that I can decipher them. So let's get into it. What would you have Pisces know at this particular time? What messages do you have for Pisces? First message is fixed. Stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. So off the bat, Pisces, they are just confirming here that you are one of those people that anyone could pretty much rely on. You are a standout in the sense of you always show up for the people you love and even people who simply have a favor to ask. Okay, I'm getting you are very helpful, Pisces. You're always coming from this place of service, integrity, reverence. Okay, you have a lot of energy, Pisces. Even though sometimes you doubt how much energy you have in comparison to other people, you tend to do the most. You tend to take on a lot of responsibilities. You tend to do a lot of work, or you go above and beyond in many things that you do, be it as being a homemaker or in the office or as an entrepreneur. So let's keep going here. What other messages do you have for Pisces? Let's just ground this reading and see what's going on here. You have Chiron, which is the wounded healer. So there could be this feeling right now that you are going through a very trying time. Or you could feel like lately your life has been a bunch of tests, a bunch of challenges, or you've met a lot of people that made you face some inner wounds lately. And when I say lately, I could mean, any time between now and the last 5 years, even 10 years, because this Chiron goes really deep. So a lot of deep inner stuff has definitely been coming to the light, or definitely been coming up for you to look at, to sit with, to kind of like, I see you doing that shadow work. And this is really a time to heal the hurt within you. I see you doing that at this time because your spirit guides really want you to be free from this. Your spirit guides also don't necessarily want you to be fixated on the hurt. It's time to transcend it. It's time to be able to maybe push past this. Okay, I'm seeing a book open and I'm seeing a blank page. Sorry, Mercury is retrograde as I am filming. I'm seeing a blank page for you, Pisces, and I'm seeing now that it's time to write your own story. And I know that sounds so cliche, we've heard it, but that's really the image they're giving me. There is a beautiful blank slate now available for you. The past is truly done. The past is truly done. Now we can show up and choose differently. Choose wisely. Choose based on, okay, I've done it that way before and it didn't work out. Let me try this way. Let me do things a little bit different. I'm hearing opposite day. So sometimes we can get caught up into a routine and we keep doing the same things that get us repeating patterns and cycles and karma time and time again. I'm getting opposite day. It's time to do something opposite now of what you're used to doing. Even if what you're used to doing is most comfortable, familiar. It's time to transcend that and do things a little bit different now, Pisces. Let's keep going. Any other messages for Pisces? You got house 8. Okay, which is that house of transformation. It's the death house. It's the house of karma, the house of facing fears. It's also about building and leaving behind legacies. So Pisces, in doing this work, it's so tremendous because you have the ability to heal ancestral karma. You have the ability to heal your own personal karma and not repeat these same patterns that have kept you stuck or limited or doubting your self-worth, or in places where it keeps you in a poverty mindset or a cycle of poverty. I'm seeing the house 4 here as also important. It talks about cultural and family roots, the home, peace, and comfort, and it's time to heal something on the home front with your current family. Okay, parents, children. It's time to heal that up right now because this is the foundation. You want to visualize healthy roots being restored beneath you, beneath your feet, beneath your current home, your foundation. And I see that as a powerful tool in transcending maybe a feeling of instability right now. There's something about even just visualizing roots beneath you that are healthy and flourishing and growing. And also there's a talk about a safe haven. So you and yours are protected and you do not need to worry. Okay? So let's keep going. Let's get the angel cards and see what other messages are available for you Pisces at this particular time. I'm looking at this fixed card, so let's see if there's anything else about this energy here. What would you have Pisces know right now? Forgiveness. Okay, so this is a theme that always tends to come up in Piscean readings where there's always someone to forgive, or there's, I find Pisces always have to deal with some type of huge betrayal, whether it's you betraying yourself, your self-worth, your dignity, or you having to forgive someone else for betraying you and betraying your trust. So it's a time to maybe let go of that. I'm seeing the palm opening. So if someone has been on your mind and weighing heavy on your heart, who has done you wrong, who has really crossed the line, who has really just overstepped their boundaries or really taken advantage of you and your kindness and your love in some capacity, be it friendship, business, partner, lover, I'm seeing it's time to open your palm and release them. This is a visual tool that they're giving us as a way to let this person, these people, this entity, this organization go. It needs to come out of your sphere, your aura. There's something about healing the aura right now that is so important. You do not want that betrayal weighing heavy on your aura and on your life. It's time to release them now. And you could do this very simply by visualizing that person or that feeling and that sentiment of betrayal and opening up your palm and letting it go away from you, away from your aura, away from your life. And I'm also seeing the stop, like kind of like putting up your hand as a barrier. Look how this hand is up, and it's like no more will I allow something like this to happen. There's something about you being a lot wiser now. So you've been hurt, you've been betrayed before, but now it's been so many times that now you can kind of you have a really good grasp on reading people and knowing when it's time to say enough, knowing when it's time to say no, knowing when it's time to say this isn't for me, I will not participate in this. Okay, what else for Pisces? spiritual growth. So this Chiron card is coming in to aid in your spiritual growth and ascension. So a lot of the dark stuff that has come up over the last 10 years is a way to get you to ascend out of the darkness, out of the dark period of your life. You could feel like now moving forward, you feel a lot lighter, or you're entering the golden era of your life, so to speak. That hurt, that pain, that darkness, that heaviness, it all corresponds to you opening up your palms, releasing those who no longer belong in your energetic field, in your heart, in your life. Learning when to say no, because you learned the hard lessons that Chiron has been delivering, and now it's time for your spiritual ascension, and you are now entering the light period, the light stage of your life. Is it free from chaos or challenge? Not necessarily, but now you're just more aware, and you're even better equipped to handle some of the challenges that life throws our way. But I also see you entering a phase of harmony, okay, out of this. So it's not going to be so heavy and dark forever, Pisces. It's going to get better. Okay, so let's look at the house 8 or any other, insights your spirit guides have for you at this particular time. You got ideas and inspiration. So some of the ideas you are getting now or gaining, or the way you are being moved or inspired or uplifted or motivated right now could potentially lead to some type of legacy building, okay? Or it's a way to transform or transcend some deep inner fears you have around building a life that you truly want and truly deserve. Okay, there could be some fears around your life purpose, around your talents, around what you are truly gifted at. Not what, looks cool on the surface or looks like it's helpful and supportive to others on the surface, but what is Pisces truly good at? It could be interior design, it could be architecture, it could be anything under the sun. But anything that we do, and we do it out of love, can be helpful. We don't always have to be in the helping industry like being a nurse or a healer of some sorts. It could go, this is much broader, because there's something here about Pisces, you being able to tap into your own wealth. And I'm seeing you tapping into like a well of wealth. But this well of wealth is coming from something you have constructed and built. It is not necessarily an inheritance, although I do see an inheritance for you. But your spirit guides don't want you to rely on that inheritance with the house 8. There's something that you have in mind, that you are good at, that you are worthy of, that you can build and therefore leave an inheritance for somebody else. It's important to know that there's something about finding your own personal empowerment and not rely on what's coming to you via family. There's something that you have that you are good at that you can now finally tap into. Your power is really what is needed to tap into. You also are called to tap into your own dreams. What do you really want? What is something that you've always wanted to do since you were a little girl or a little boy? Is there something in mind? Is there an idea? Is it still tangible? Many things are still tangible so long as it has nothing to do with, maybe athletic ability or genetics, right? But pretty much we're able to do anything under the sun until we perish. There's no time limit on this. Is there something that you feel like you were always drawn to, but you were either pushed into another direction because you needed to earn money or prove yourself to your family or prove your sense of worth, or because there was just so much responsibility to pay the bills that you lost touch with what you were truly good at, or you lost touch with your true dreams and your calling? Now is the time to call back in your power and really, really get to the root of what you want and what you are also good at, because you have an innate talent at something. You're really good at something, and you would know what that is if you just allow yourself the quietude, the solitude, the silence to go there. Not fill yourself and your day with busy work or constant mind chatter. There's something about also needing to get really silent right now and maybe connect back to that inner child who has pretty much the most answers for you right now. It's not really what's going on in your adult life. It's time to go back to way back, before the problems, before the crisis, before the darkness hit in your life. Who were you before all that, when there was sunshine and rainbows still in your life, in your sphere? It's time to go way back. And if that was never the case, if it was always trial, well, it's time to imagine up a new future for yourself and really get down to the root of what truly you feel that you're good at, or what others have constantly been telling you that you're good at. Whether it's like, it could be something subtle, like you're really good at design, or you're really good at business, or you're really good at having these ideas, being a consultant or something like that. It could be really anything under the sun, Pisces. Okay, so I'm called to leave it there, but I want to show you the abundance card, which kept pointing itself out to me. So it talks about building and earning your own abundance that would be so meaningful to you. There's something about that is so meaningful to Pisces right now. So let's get your spirit animal at this particular time, or some type of archetype that you could work with. Anything else you have for Pisces right now? You have, oh wow, the Nightingale. So very interesting. I believe Capricorn got that, which is fine. You could have Capricorn in your chart. If not, this Nightingale is a card that talks about an innate talent. This is not of my imagination, Pisces. You are truly gifted at something. You are truly born with an incredible talent or ability or flair to do something. The way that you do it, no one else can quite do it, but you haven't been tapping into this skill, or you haven't been sharpening this tool. You kind of just I'm seeing someone go at something haphazardly and kind of carelessly. There's something about needing to take more care in what you are good at. That's just coming up as a psychic image, like somebody just carelessly going about doing something, when if they just added a little bit of care, a little bit of time, it would speak volumes. So I don't know who that resonates with. The Nightingale also talks about not comparing yourself, not needing to compare yourself to, the person down the street or the person you admire or your spiritual mentor. No, this is about tuning into your own innate talents. You have a lot to offer. And it's about finding what that is if you've been disconnected from what it is you really have to offer. There's also something about using this talent that it would really help bring more beauty to other people's lives. Pisces have a real flair for design and beauty and music, poetry. Okay, but that poetry could translate into other arenas. An architect, for example, who really takes pride in their work can create masterpieces for buildings, homes. Okay, the same goes for, let's say wedding planning. Somebody can create a masterpiece out of nothing using the right fabrics and textures and colors. So there's something about that, something about bringing beauty to other people's lives that would be helpful, or where your true talent lies. Now, if that doesn't resonate, then you have to really go and dig deep at this particular time. I'm seeing solitude, and I'm seeing less time on the phone, less busy work, and more silence in order to get down to the bottom of this. Okay, let's get into the tarot now. What messages would you like to share with Pisces? Any additional messages for Pisces? We have, wow, the Knight of Swords. So yeah, this talks about swift, quick, clean transformation, swift, quick, clean endings. So not holding grudges, not holding on to the pain. We can use this sword or this hand, so to speak, to forgive and to let go. I'm seeing this brings in so much harmony and beauty to your world. You got the Two of Cups at the bottom of that pull. This could bring in new love, new friendships, new business contracts, or a new life purpose or vocation that you want to take on. But you have to cut ties to the past. You have to cut ties to what was and didn't work out. And you have to just release that now. That'll create this beautiful opening. Any more messages for Pisces? You got the King of Wands. So I do see the passion arising. I'm also feeling when you feel excited about something passionate, when you feel like this burning desire deep within your heart or your gut, something that lights up your spirit when you talk about it. Okay, this is not about what glitters on the outside or what seems cool at the moment. This is something that goes a little deeper. What lights you up when you're having a normal, natural conversation with someone? What intrigues you the most? What areas of life do you like talking about the most? Is it real estate? Is it sports? Is it business? What is it that lights a fire within you? That's where this, this vocation really lies. It's not enforcing something. It's in what is naturally lit up within you. And it's about maybe just rekindling that fire within. I'm seeing you being able to attain worldly success if you really follow what's true and authentic for you, what's true and authentic for Pisces. Okay, not what other people told you should do, but what do you really want to do, and what do you feel like you're really actually good at? And not lie to yourself about what maybe you're not good at, but get down to the roots of what you really are good at. You're good at, you definitely have a talent and you haven't tapped into it. So that's the point here. So let's get advice around that for the Pisces who haven't tapped into an innate talent within them. Judgment. So it's going to come up in the next 6 months or less, where you're gonna face it, or it's gonna come to you in a vision or a dream or a sentiment, or something will finally click and you have to make a judgment call on this. There's something about being real, being honest to yourself about this. The judgment is so important when it comes to honesty, self-honesty, and kind of taking I'm getting like a how do I put this in words? But I'm just getting a self-inventory, self-honesty right now is maybe what is going to help you with this. So let's get any concluding messages here for Pisces. What a beautiful reading, because I see so much potential. I see so much potential. And these cards also came out in Capricorn's reading. I'll set them aside. They're wonderful, but I want to see if any other cards will come out for you as well, Pisces. I am filming this on a different day, so I know those are your cards as well. I just want to see if any other messages come through for you, Pisces. Any other messages for Pisces? Okay, the answer is yes. So if you've had a question in your mind, the answer is yes. It says, kiss the ground and touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and to fly. Kiss the ground and touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and to fly. What did I say earlier about that ascension? And there's something about the hands that are so important. So I'm seeing you being very creative with your hands as a result of you knowing when to say yes and no to certain things, people, places, and opportunities. It comes down to basic self-honesty. Not lying to yourself, not trying to prove yourself, getting down to the roots of Pisces is going to be so serving you in so many ways. In love, in finances, in vocation. Look at your other cards here. Just take a look at this. Look at the beauty of these doors. A moment's joy. Sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of the heart's will. So there's that heart's will again. There's that heart's desire coming up in your reading again. I feel like this is going to be a theme moving forward where you're just going to get honest with yourself and say, actually, I've always loved this, or I always had a flair for that. I don't know why I didn't see it that way before. And sometimes we don't see certain things before because it wasn't the right time for us. Or if we had attained it or achieved it, maybe we would have undermined it or maybe even sabotaged it. So I'm also getting the phrase, it's your time now. It's time now. Okay, you've went through the darkness. You've went through the dark night of the soul. I'm seeing this ascension. And because of this ascension, you're clearer in your thoughts and your energetic field where you can now finally face yourself honestly and truthfully and say, you know what, it's been this all along, or I've always had a flair or a knack for this. I'm not going to deny it anymore. You also have secret sketches, okay, which talks about wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories and sketches for others to find. So this has a lot to do with building or leaving behind a legacy. And I feel like it's a legacy or a fortune or a little bit of money that you set aside to leave for others. And I think for some reason that's important to you. Like for some reason you don't value other people's money. You value your own money. And it's important for you to build that, they're saying. There's something about that in this reading. It may not resonate for everyone. Okay, but look at the phenomenal energy here. There's a yes here. So I'm seeing a green light, and I'm seeing within the next 6 months, your life is going to start producing more harmony. There's going to be more joy. There's going to be more opportunity to flourish, or more opportunity, or it's just the ripe time where you're just ready to have a deeper understanding of what you're meant to do. Okay, so I hope this reading was helpful. If it was, please give this reading a like, comment below, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back with other types of readings. I have a current sale going on, so you can feel free to go and check that out on my website. I send you so much love, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.